Caitlin Clark has just been offered a contract to join the brand new Unrivaled 3x3 league, but these opportunities for her are nothing new. Before she even set her small toe on a professional court, Caitlin has been offered contracts left and right. Wouldn't you know, she's continued to get more and more offers from sponsors, brands, and even professional leagues. The new offer could impact not only her career but female basketball as we know it. The question is, will she take it? Let's dive into what this new league is all about, what Caitlin has to say about the offer, and why this is such a big deal. Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 female basketball league, is going to turn the world of women's sports on its head. That's their mission. The league was the idea of two WNBA legends, Breanna Stewart and Napheesa Colley.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist, two-time WNBA MVP, Breanna Stewart. Yes, Stewie. The New York Liberty Star is also the co-founder of a brand new women's basketball league that is called Unrivaled.
These two ladies wanted to bring something fresh to the world of female, and they think they've succeeded. With 6 teams, each made up of 5 players, battling it out over an 8-week season, it's going to be a fast-paced, no-holds-barred competition. What makes Unrivaled really exciting is the way it's set up.
Obviously, in a typical women's basketball life, you play in the WNBA and you go overseas, and there's a 7-month gap where, you know, our W players aren't home, aren't in market, and Fee and I are co-founders in Unrivaled, which is going to launch in Miami come 2025, and it's going to be the top 30 athletes where we'll play 3-on-3, 1-on-1, and just be home, be in market, and be able to be, you know, in a market that isn't a W team, but continue to grow the game and grow brands.
The games are played on a court that's about 2/3 the size of a standard WNBA court, which means the action is quicker, the plays are tighter, and the spotlight is on individual skills like never before. It's designed to bring out the best in each player, showcasing their talents in a way that traditional basketball might not.
Yep, the court's going to be a little bit smaller, so like around 60 feet in comparison to 94, but full court 3-on-3. So we'll have to make sure our cardio is up. We'll have a little bit of a training camp.
But that's not all. One more thing that makes Unrivaled unique is the fact that every athlete competing in it will get an equity stake. So the gals who will ball out in the league will be more than players. They'll be part owners of the league as well.
The average salary is the highest ever in a women's league around the world, and 6 figures, making sure that, you know, not only are we going to have the best product, but also the product is going to get what we deserve.
This will be the first time in female basketball history where players will get a real say in the league's success. They'll also get a shot at building long-term wealth. We don't like to make a lot of puns on this channel, but even we have to say this is a true game changer.
And I are co-founders in Unrivaled, which is going to launch in Miami come 2025. The average salary is the highest ever in a women's league. All 30 players are going to have equity in this league. Obviously, this is year 1. We want to start with a bang, but knowing the potential and like you said, the movement of women's sports is going to continue to grow, and we're going to make sure that it's better and better year after year.
The league is set to launch in January 2025 and will run during the WNBA offseason, providing a new platform for players to continue competing at a high level without needing to go overseas. The league promises to offer the highest average salary in women's professional sports, with all players guaranteed 6-figure contracts. This is a significant step forward, particularly for players who have traditionally had to supplement their WNBA incomes by playing in international leagues during the offseason. With Unrivaled, they have a lucrative, stateside option that allows them to stay closer to home while still earning a competitive salary. The league has also garnered substantial financial backing from high-profile investors like Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, Steve Nash, and Ashton Kutcher. This combination of celebrity involvement and a player-first approach has generated considerable buzz ahead of the league's debut, setting the stage for what could be a groundbreaking development in women's sports. A lot of fans feel that the league is dependent on Caitlin to succeed.
This new league called Unrivaled is led by Breanna Stewart and Napheesa Colley. Is anybody going to watch this thing? Let's be honest here. Would you pay money to watch basically Big 3 but WNBA version? Personally, no.
The interesting thing here is that Anger Reese, Caitlin's biggest rival to date, is actually going to play in the league. According to her, She just wants to play the game during the WNBA offseason and make some money. She did throw some shade on players less fortunate than her who aren't big enough stars to have endorsement deals and survive without playing overseas. As Sports Illustrated writes, Reese has said nobody wants to go overseas. A lot of us never want to have to go overseas, but some people do have to go overseas unfortunately, so being able to make 6 figures within 3 months, being able to be housed in Miami, just being able to get better. While Reese's move will attract some fans, there's still the Caitlin Clark effect. Will this league be able to survive without someone big like CC? Some fans doubt it.
Also, Angel Reese ain't enough, bro. If they don't get Caitlin Clark, this league's gonna blow, man. Breanna Stewart, you're a great player, individually, great player, and so is Collier. But you aren't the show. The show is Caitlin Clark. And Angel Reese, though she's popular in her own right, she needs Caitlin Clark.
Whether it will flow or sink is yet to be seen, however, one thing is for sure, with Caitlin on board, the league could hit big. If Caitlin Clark decides to jump on board, it could be a game-changing move for both her career and the league. With Unrivaled offering high salaries, Caitlin could be looking at a payday of a couple $100,000 or even more depending on her star power and the impact she makes. And it's not just about the cash. She'd also snag an equity stake in the league, which could skyrocket in value as Unrivaled grows and thrives. Clark's playing it cool for now, saying she's just focused on the fever right now. One thing at a time, but she hasn't ruled out the possibility of joining Unrivaled.
You know, honestly, I'm just focused on this right now, one thing at a time. Can't always just be moving on to the next. My focus is right here.
If she does decide to sign on, it would be a massive win for the league, bringing in one of the most electrifying young talents in the game today. But the opportunity with Unrivaled isn't just about the money for Caitlin. It's a chance to carve out her legacy as a pioneer in women's sports. By joining a league that's shaking up the status quo in professional basketball, she could help pave the way for future generations of athletes. With Unrivaled's cutting-edge format and player-first focus, it's easy to see why this offer would be tempting even for someone as locked in on their current career as Caitlin Clark. This isn't the first time Caitlin Clark's been courted with a 3x3 offer. Earlier this year, the Big 3 League, which was started by Ice Cube, made waves when they offered her a jaw-dropping $5 million to join them. The Big 3, famous for its lineup of former NBA players, wanted to break new ground by bringing Caitlin on board as their first big-name female player. Ice Cube didn't hold back either. He confirmed the offer on social media, calling Caitlin a generational athlete who can achieve tremendous success in the Big 3. The offer was supposed to stay under wraps, but once it leaked, it got everyone talking about what Caitlin could do outside the WNBA.
If you're her, would you do that as opposed to going to the WNBA?
Hell yeah. Why not? $5 million, I'm gonna make $250,000 over here on $5 million. Dude, math ain't mathing.
Even with all that money on the table, Caitlin decided to stick with her college career at the time, choosing to put off any decisions about joining another league. Now, with Unrivaled's 3x3 league knocking on her door, she's in a familiar spot facing another huge opportunity but weighing it against her current commitments. In the end, even Ice Cube moved on.
Does the offer still stand to Caitlin Clark?
Nah, we've moved on. We see that she is focused on the WNBA.
For now, Caitlin Clark remains focused on her rookie season with the Indiana Fever. The team is currently 12-15, fighting for a playoff spot, and Clark's contributions are critical as they aim to break their playoff drought. With the WNBA season still in full swing, it makes sense that Clark is concentrating on the task at hand. But the fact that she hasn't ruled out joining Unrivaled leaves room for speculation. If she does decide to join, it would be a huge boost for the new league and another milestone in her already impressive career. For now, we'll have to wait and see. But one thing is clear, Caitlin Clark is a player in high demand, and wherever she chooses to go, she's going to make waves. What do you think? Should Caitlin Clark join the Unrivaled 3x3 league, or should she focus solely on her WNBA career? Let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest in basketball news.